need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's a white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Let's clap it up, man. Another episode of Chop and Cut, man. We got some good stories for y'all. Good stories. First off, though, let's give a shout out in the hand for Officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah out of Eastern Shore. What it do, sir? Next, Quataza Young, 500, Yugador out of Virginia.
Shalom, Lord Christ, what it do?
And myself, Officer of 500, Corral come out of Baltimore. Let's get it in, y'all. This is Chop and Cut. What we got going on, y'all?
You mute too out of one. Officer Charlotte, just to let you know. I know you mute. All right, most time correct.
Slovakia.
I know you to wild. I bet what we getting into first, Officer Corral?
I think the first story was the restaurant brawl.
I bet. Let's go ahead and run that. We got a little clip. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Y'all about Shima Shabak a thumb to all the Mike that's out there watching. Y'all Shima the thumb about Shima Shabak all the Aquakin that's out there watching. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, sign in, let us know where you at, what you think. You feel me? And we gonna pull this first clip. This first clip is out of actually this is out of Chesapeake. This is out of Virginia. Out of Virginia, the sisters went to this restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard of the restaurant before, but I guess it's kind of popular. You know, we make everything popular. You know what I'm saying? We make everything popular. They went to the restaurant. Some more sisters in there got into it. You know what I'm saying? No regard for anybody in the damn restaurant. They got into it. And as a result, the restaurant said, all y'all niggas get out. You know what I'm saying? So let's run it. You know, it's kind of unheard of because, like I said, the joint look a little pricey out of one on. I think I would have been a little hot. They put me out, you know what I mean? But let's see what we got going on.
Well, this is kind of news to me. You're gonna have to. I got questions, but I guess I could wait till after you shared it. You know what I mean, just to be clear. So, I mean, before you play it, I guess you could just answer this, like just so I understand what I'm about to witness. You said some sisters got brawling inside of sounds like a fancy restaurant.
Exactly.
And of course the sisters that got fighting got thrown out the restaurant. But are you saying that some other sisters that had nothing to do with the fight got thrown out of the restaurant as well?
Absolutely.
So they threw everybody out. So they threw white people out too?
La.
They threw Chinese people out too?
La.
Okay. All right, I just want to make sure you're saying what you're saying sounds bizarre. That sounds,
I mean, especially in 2025, you know.
That can't be happening. But I'm afraid that this is probably just about exactly what happened. So I'm curious to see this. Let me see it and hear it if I could, Baba Kashar.
All right, both sides Christ. All right, so like I said, this is actually the news report on it. I'll go ahead and run that. Yeah, we'll run a news report instead of running the TikTok. That way you just get a bigger screen of it. Yeah, we'll start it right here. We'll go from there.
House. After things settled down, a group of other women who were not involved in the fight were told they had to leave the establishment, a statement they feel was made based on the color of their skin. What was supposed to be a night of fellowship for this group of women
turned into a night of hurt, embarrassment, and pure humiliation.
The 9 women had chosen to have a Friendsgiving dinner at Cork and Bull.
We only had time to order our drinks.
Now I'm gonna stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? You heard them say they had a Friendsgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? It's Friendsgiving. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the new replacement for Thanksgiving. When you get out with your folks for pre-Thanksgiving or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's quote unquote unlawful, but Thanksgiving is unlawful. Thanksgiving is unlawful. So them going out in the spirit of that, you know what I mean? That doesn't help the situation. You feel me? That doesn't help the situation. This is them meeting with the news crew and their lawyer, what you're seeing right now. This is the restaurant, I guess, Cork and Bull. Again, it looked pricey from the logo. Just from the logo alone, it looks pricey as hell. But nine sisters out, you know what I'm saying, all together. You feel me? And we gonna kind of get a little preview of the actual fight that went down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Officer Regash checking in, Most Iron Christ, Regash Yala, Yabashim Shabakata.
And a fight broke out between two African American women that had nothing to do with us.
Somebody break it up.
This is video of the altercation. The 9 women say it happened between guests at a table that was across the room. The 2 women seen throwing blows ultimately left before authorities arrived. But somehow, restaurant staff thought these 9 women who were still inside were somehow involved.
Now I'm gonna stop it right there. Y'all saw the altercation on the joint on TikTok. I mean, them 2 other sisters, they went in. They went in. You saw them blur out, you know what I'm saying? One sister in the pink, by the end of the fight, that one in the black, her pants was pulled down. You know what I'm saying? They went all the way in. You also heard the reporter say the restaurant thought that these other 9 sisters were involved. That's not true. You can actually see them sitting at that table from them. They weren't at the same table with them. You know what I'm saying? The fight broke out in front of them. Then one of them sisters got up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get involved. They were not with them. They didn't even look the same. You know what I'm saying? You can look to see how those sisters that was up there fighting dress as opposed to those sisters that were sitting at the table. I think that's a little bit older crowd. So, I mean, they weren't even out there like that. You can obviously tell that they weren't the same party, but they were the same people. And for the oppressor, I think that's all they needed to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run a little bit more of it, and then we'll go ahead and stop it and chop it up about it.
And told them to leave too.
So I asked why. And he responded saying, because you all like to fight. And they made us leave and get up in front of all the other patrons in the restaurant.
We were really in like a negative spotlight at that moment, and it was all eyes on us. It was very embarrassing.
The 9 ladies are now pursuing legal action. Their lawyer sat down with us.
Just because you have employees that might have made a bad judgment one night.
Now I'm gonna stop it right there. We're gonna go ahead and chop it up. I don't think there's no need for us to really hear what the lawyer got to say. Again, the sister look like, you know what I'm saying, she's saying what needs to be said as far as representing them and getting whatever she can get out the restaurant, which I hope they get every damn dime and close it down. But you know what I'm saying, my first assessment of watching it, again, those, you could tell them there were 2 different parties. What the waiter or whoever told them to get out said, y'all like the fight. He knew that they weren't the same people. He knew they weren't together. He said, y'all like to fight. When you look at that video, like the same questions you asked in the very beginning, Officer Shala, when you look at that video, you see other patrons in the back of that restaurant. You feel me? Yeah. So my first thought was, okay, so if this was 2 white women that got into it, because, you know, white people love to drink and get to throwing hands. So if you mean to tell me if them 2 white women would have got into it, you would have just asked all the white people to leave the restaurant? Or if it was 2 Asians, would you say all Asians get out? It makes no sense. So again, their rationale behind kicking them out was just because they were black. These 2 other black sisters had gotten to it, and they used it as an excuse to kick them out as well. You can see one sister dabbing her eyes. She crying. She upset, which, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not even faulting them for being upset, because that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. And for people that's not in here with us, for brothers and sisters that's not part of the ISUPK, they're under that cloak of Christianity. So for them, things like this is shocking to them. Things like this, you know what I'm saying, it hurts their feelings because they're not expecting it. They've bought into that whole American dream. We're all together. Why is this happening? We know why it's happening in here. You feel me? We know exactly why it's happening, why it's always happened. And you know what I'm saying, our eyes are open just to exactly who this oppressor is. Again, I'm gonna let y'all jump in and jump on it. You feel me? But you know, what are y'all thoughts on it? What's your take on
it? I mean, I guess my take is just kind of straight. Like before I even saw it, just even hearing what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just the obvious. You know, like damn, you go into this fine establishment, huh? Surely you got a right to be there.
Facts.
Coming there with your, you know, your money, you all dressed up, you and your friends in good spirits. Surely you can break bread, you know, and this says a raw bar, so you go eat your oysters, you know, damn raw nasty oysters. You understand?
Steak.
It was supposed to just be a night of bliss, friends having a blast. But instead of you and your friends having a blast, the Most High open your eyes to a few things. You understand? It's this ain't the place for you. You understand? This is not the place. Like the Bible says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired, man. These sisters, unfortunately, got a nice firsthand taste of what it feels like to not be desired on
Facts.
account of just who you are.
Facts.
Not because of what you did, not because of, you know, your mouth, not because you're poor. You understand? No, just simply because of who you are and who you aren't. And these sisters, unfortunately, had to find out the hard way that, listen, this is America. You understand? And I wonder, you know, this is just kind of me just kind of going in a little deeper on it. I wonder if these are the types of sisters that would put up arguments against men and women, you know, men in the ISUPK when we try to tell about the, you know, the oppression in this society. You understand? Because you know sometimes you know our people get a couple of dollars in their pocket, and surely you know there is no oppression. What oppression? I got money. My bills is paid. You understand? Look, my Michael Kors bag and all of this nonsense. Yeah, surely America's so sweet. It's so sweet. What's that holiday they celebrate? Thanksgiving. Oh, they've come up with a new one called Friendsgiving to add on
Friendsgiving.
top
Nah,
of it.
they
Yeah, we're gonna do
Friendsgiving.
those. We're gonna do these holidays. We're gonna just go immerse ourselves in this society. We're gonna go eat their food, the raw bar. You understand? We're gonna go dine like they do. You understand? I saw big tables in the background of white people having a you know a grand old time. You understand? You mean to tell me that this they said they didn't even they only ordered drinks. They ain't even get to eat the seafood.
Facts.
Told you the Most
Facts.
High don't want you eating that garbage.
Facts.
Most High knocked that oyster out your hand, didn't he? Right?
Facts.
But nah, I mean, I kind of make joke about it, but at the same time, like this is, I mean, what? How are we supposed to feel about it when this is what we've been telling our people how it is? What since 1969? You understand? Like, listen, these are Martin Luther King did an injustice, man. You understand? He did an injustice to our people by selling out. You understand? And selling out all of our businesses so that we can go patronize them. We can go patronize them, and two people that look like us can get into a physical altercation, and now all of us have to leave.
Facts.
You mean to tell me that for that night they turned that establishment into a whites only establishment? Now they taking legal action. I can I hypothesize? I don't want to say prophesy. Not sure too much is gonna come of it. You understand?
Facts.
Like I mean, like with these private businesses, I believe I could be wrong, but I believe they can turn down service to whoever the hell they want for whatever the hell they want.
That's
It's not like
what
a school.
changed.
It's
Yep.
not a
Yep.
library. It's not a hospital. It's not like a federal building. You understand? It's not a state building. It's not a public, you know, municipality. It's a private run business. They can turn down whoever the hell they want. You don't got a T-shirt on, you know, they can not let you in. You know, like
Facts.
you're not abiding by the dress code. They don't have to let you in. They don't have to serve you. So I think these sisters are in for another rude awakening. You understand that you cannot go to them for the assistance and the help and the relief and the justice that they, so eagerly desire at this point. I know those sisters is heated, and they got a system lawyer who is ready to go to hell to town on this here, this here raw bar. You said this was in Virginia. I thought it said Hampton Roads.
Yeah, this is in Virginia, correct?
Yeah.
Conwacan. And Salakia, and you know what I'm saying? Unless Karan wanted to jump up in there, I wanted to pull a scripture on it, just to point out a couple more things as well. Go ahead, Officer Karan.
I'll go after you, sir.
All right, most time Christ. I'm gonna pull 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, just to kind of let the audience know, you know what I'm saying, where we're at. You feel me? And what you're actually seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? Officer Karan, if you could read for me, Baba Kushah.
Khan. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
The Bible says to let no man deceive you by any means. But unfortunately, because we've been under, again, Christianity, we've been into Christianity, and we've been into politics, and we've been to these different religions and philosophies and ideologies, we have been deceived. We've been deceived to thinking that we're all Americans. We're all Americans. We all bleed red. We all God's children. We're all the same. I should have the same rights and privileges as everybody else. That was the whole argument with civil rights. You know what I'm saying? But keep reading.
Khan. For that day shall not come.
They're saying that that day shall not come. See, it's a day that we should be waiting for. It's a day that we should be waiting for, and we should be looking for. We should be waiting and looking for that day where we're actually and finally free. We're actually liberated. We actually get justice for once. And we're actually relieved of this oppression for once. We haven't been relieved of this oppression for 1,000 years. For 1,000 years, we've been underneath this oppression. For 1,000 years, we haven't gotten any justice. Even the sisters like Officer Shala was saying, they're going to this lawyer that's going to go back to these same people to hope that they can pay them some money. But that's not justice. That's not justice. To still be begging for these people to treat us like human beings in 2025. We're still fighting for civil rights. You know what I'm saying? That's not justice, but that's what we've learned to be justice. It's a day that's coming that we should be waiting for. Keep reading. Keep reading.
Khan. Except there come a falling away first.
The Bible says that day that we're waiting for, when we finally are free and we finally get justice and we are finally in charge of this earth, that day doesn't come except there's a falling away first. And what you see and what them sisters saw, it's a falling away happening right now. Right now, the Lord is allowing or having a falling away happening. It's a separation being made. It's a line being drawn in the sand. The military is saying they don't want niggas in the military no more. If you're getting razor bumps, get out. If you can't cut your hair, get out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody it's a falling away from Christianity right now. Your numbers in Christianity are starting to dwindle down. You know what I read today, Officer Ashala, Officer Karala Kam? For the first time, right? For the first time, you know that the unemployment rate for black women is higher than for black men. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. Let for the audience, let that sink in for a minute, because that's the first. It's always been, women have always been more employed than the men. Always, for a long time. Like they was calling the brothers brokies and you need to get a job, and you know what I'm saying. But when Trump got in office, 300,000 black women lost their federal jobs, 300,000 of them. So for the first time, the unemployment rate for black women right now is 7.5%. And for black men, it's 6.3%. That's I've never seen that in my lifetime before. You feel me? And it's just, again, letting you know that a falling away is happening now. The Lord is separating things. He's separating things and getting us ready for what's to come. Keep reading, Officer Kura.
Khan. And that man of sin be revealed.
And it says that, keep reading, go ahead.
The son of perdition.
It says that man of sin has to be revealed. That son of perdition. What them sisters witnessed in that restaurant for their first time, they got a chance to see that man of sin. They got to see that son of perdition. Even though they wasn't bothering nobody, they was sitting there. They didn't jump up and join in the fight. They thought that they was different outside Charlotte. They thought that they was different. It was like, we not like them. Then, you know what I'm saying? We different from them. Now you to why you can stop. Most time Christ like it. But yeah, they thought that we were that they thought that they were different from them. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like their brothers and their sisters. You know what I'm saying? So they thought by us sitting here, we some of the good ones, that they were going to be spared from it. But what they saw was that man of perdition. You know what I'm saying? That son of perdition, he doesn't care about the good ones or the bad ones. They want all of us out. They have a perpetual hatred towards blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And so again, that line is being drawn in the sand now. And it's unfortunate that the sister saw it, but it's actually, that's the Lord's mercy that they were able to see it and walk out of there. Nobody got arrested. You know what I'm saying? The police didn't come and unalive nobody. You feel me? So they actually were, they don't even realize how spared they were to actually witness that and experience that. That's a blessing. They should take that cue and separate themselves from these people. I see you got the owners pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I see you got the owners pulled up outside Charlotte. Salaki, I yield right there.
Yeah, Salaki.
The water officer, correct?
This Brian and Teresa Mullins. Understand? That's the owners of the establishment.
You look just like the son of perdition. Boy,
I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Never what I think, you know. But no, you want to know what was kind of comical about the situation? Right. So Pete, and this is what when the Bible say children rule over them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is diabolical. They threw these sisters out with the comment, y'all like to fight.
Y'all like to fight.
Now, I'm not, listen, I don't have a PhD, you know what I'm saying, or several like Dr. Umar Johnson or nothing. But I'm curious. Didn't they demonstrate that they indeed don't like to fight? If
by
they
not joining?
There's fighting going on. And they didn't.
Facts. And Salakia, the one was so crazy, right? When you listen further. I'm sorry, Salakia, go ahead.
No, I thought I heard someone on the on the recording say, someone break them up, someone stop them. Wait a minute. They want the fighting to stop. They don't like to fight. They don't even like fighting happening around them. How about that first round of drinks that they ordered? How about that's on the house? How about we'll cover that for not fighting in my establishment, for being decent? You understand? Right. Everybody who didn't get involved in this fight, everybody that, you know, your drinks are on us. No, you go and take the people, you know what I'm saying, that look like them, the people that you hated before the fighting even started, and you go throw them out like Jazz on Fresh Prince.
Facts.
Fair enough.
Facts.
I mean, I hope they get, you know what I'm saying, some type of settlement. You understand? Some type of relief, you know what I'm saying, you know, in the courts, but I'm not overly hopeful, confident in that.
Nah, and Salakia, the one, it just goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? Again, your money does not make you any different from your brothers and sisters. It don't matter how poor, how rich, how wealthy, how affluent, who you know, who you don't know. Bottom line, when it comes down to it, if you are Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, you are enemy to these people. They kicked out 9 sisters that had just ordered drinks. Can you imagine how big that tab was going to be? That was probably, they were probably looking at about a $500-600 at least tab. 9 sisters, you know they about to get a couple of drinks. You know they all about to get steak, some oysters. You probably looking at about a good at least 600. I'm probably lowballing at 600
a piece.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So probably looking at probably close to 1,000. You're absolutely correct, right? They came there to have fun. They came there to spend money. You know what's so crazy about it, other one? The sisters that was fighting. They said that when you listen further to the report, they left before the police showed up. So they done ate, They done had their drinks. They done had them a good fight, and they done got out of Dodge before the police even showed up. So them, they gone. They scot free. You know what I'm saying? But them sisters that was there, like you said, that didn't join the fight, just got their drinks. Them you kick out, you embarrass them, you march them out. You know what I'm saying? And that just shows you how smart. When the Bible says, just like you were saying outside, Shala, children rule over them, and women rule over them, and children are their oppressors. That child, they don't care about that tab at the end of the day. They don't care about that tab. But what they do care about, we got the opportunity to embarrass these sisters. We got the opportunity to hurt them. I'll take that over that check. You know what I'm saying? I yield right there.
My last point. Here's something these sisters could do, despite the the results of whatever legal action they're taking. How about you don't patronize any establishment that looks like them, because they like to throw people out of establishments that ain't do a damn thing.
Facts.
How about that? Huh?
Facts.
That's just a recommendation, but what the hell do I know? That's it on that for me. It's a lot.
God, it's a lot. Yeah, that was exactly it. Like you said, like yo, ever since Commander General Yohana said, start profiling them. Shoot, man, I profile them every day. Listen, I I do it every time, all the time with my wife, all the time. With close friends of mine that know what I stand for, all the time, and they agree. Like
Right.
people that's not in the truth, they'll agree. When I profile them, they agree. Like, yeah, he does look like it, and it's always accurate. Like our profiling is always accurate. So you was gonna say something, sir?
Yeah, Salakia, Quora, if you could. I ain't want to cut you off, but on the other feed we got, on the vertical feeds, you're not in the camera view. You got to kind of center yourself a little bit more if you can, Baba Kasha.
It's a lot.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Hold up.
Now you're going the wrong way. A little bit more. A little bit more.
Nah, that's a heavy point that you made, though. That's a heavy point that both of y'all made, man. Because if we stuck together a little bit more, if we stuck together as a people like that, we wouldn't be treated like that. But because we want to be individuals so much, because we desire to be individuals, we lose all of our power. We lose all of our power. You know what I'm saying? And you just imagine now, if they were bold enough to just kick them out like that, imagine what they're doing in the background. You feel me? Like you said, why would you even? I would never even frequent that place. Never. I wouldn't care if they paid them a $2 million settlement today. You'll never worry about getting my dollars. You wouldn't get my dollars. I don't know what you're doing back there in the kitchen. I don't know what you're doing to the food. If you able to kick them out, boot them out because them just sisters. I know I'm a brother. I can just tell. Imagine what you're gonna do when we come up in there. You know what I'm saying? So again, if we had that attitude, we would, again, separation is protection. But with us coming together, like you were saying, Zephaniah 2:1, we don't realize how much that empowers us against these other nations. You know what I'm saying? But we don't do that, and it's just like when you see a zebra, that baby zebra that's just born, and the other pack is up there, and he there by himself. He gonna get picked off. We think that it's strength in being individuals. Christianity taught us that, and it's not strength in us being individuals. The Lord don't judge us as individuals. We are one family, regardless if you like it, disagree with it or not. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Officer Karasalak. I was just trying to talk while you got your camera straight.
No sweat, sir. At the water, sir, for that, man. I was just saying, yeah, we need to start profiling them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you need to stop eating at their restaurants anyway. Like we just talked about. I was watching not Black Watch, but you know that Captain Mashak and some of the other captains
America on
have
Fire.
America on Fire on yeah, I was watching that and they was talking about on an Indian man, how he wiped himself with his left hand. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go inside that Arabian store and you buying some of their chicken, you know what I'm saying? You thinking about them wiping themselves with their left hand and how you gotta argue with them for them to put a glove on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remind them, can you go put some gloves on? They already done touched a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I hope these sisters learn a lesson for real, because we talk about Thanksgiving, the unaliving of what, 77? million Native American Indians.
And that's
And
a
what
low
they call
number.
that day?
That's a
Say it
low
again.
number. That's a
No,
low number. That's that when you read some numbers go up to like 150 million. You feel me? Some of them say up as high as 100. So that's a low number. That's 77. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Slack. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no sweat, shut the water. You know what I'm saying? That's a low number. And what they call that day, they called it what? Friendsgiving?
Yeah, that was a Friendsgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get with a Friendsgiving. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You can't try to like if somebody unalive your mom, you don't want to celebrate everybody celebrating that birthday, you try to switch the name around so you can still celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Amos chapter 5, the Most High said, I hate your solemn no, I despise and I hate your feast days. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Most High see you trying to make the best of this abomination. You know what I'm saying? Of this sin. He see you trying to cut corners and get around. And
Mm-hmm.
he ain't having it. Now he
Yep.
gonna judge you. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He gonna send that devil, you know what I'm saying? That devil right there found his way to come in there and to mess up you celebrating this solemn feast day. And that was it. And that matter of fact, even off of what he said, I want to say this, even off of what he said, like y'all be fighting. He's already been racist. Whoever said that to him, they
Facts.
already had it in him.
Facts.
It just came out. You know what I'm saying? Another scripture in Ecclesiasticus say, as sure as iron will rust, so will his wickedness. He gonna show you who his true face, his colors is. How I hate them black people. They always
Yeah.
doing something.
Yeah.
And we always fight. You just unalive Charlie K. You just tried to run a child over with your police car. You know what I'm saying? Your son just all word 5 women in a high school. Get
Yep.
out of here, man.
Then the Epstein list just they still trying to hold the Epstein list up.
Your
I mean, you
president,
can just run down the numbers on what they do all the time.
right? Your president is a pedo, a predator. You know what I'm saying? But we always fighting. Y'all are always unaliving. About to celebrate a day of unaliving. We always
Facts.
fighting. Man, start
Facts.
treating them, give them the treatment that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? I yield.
Hey, so Salakia, this ain't the same people tried to unalive our brother in
They look like it.
Louisiana. Is it?
they look like it, don't they?
Ain't the same couple come out with an AR-15 and shoot the damn garbage truck driver, did they?
I know, right? They look just the damn like that's
I mean,
hey,
you,
look,
you,
They all
hey,
you know,
look,
they
you know,
all look
like it.
alike.
They all look. I just gonna say that I was correct. They all look
Yeah.
alike to me, damn it.
Look, I mean, I mean, damn, they kind of had the same mentality. You know, you said, you know, you people always try and come steal something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the same. It's the same spirit. Yeah, like it's the same spirit. It's the same characteristics. It's the same traits. It's the same. It's the same, man. The Bible says you can't make straight what the Most High made crooked, man.
Damn right. Damn right.
We shucking and jiving, dancing, marching, singing, voting, trying to make them straight. When you know clearly that's been a it was valiant effort, but it was a wasted effort nonetheless.
Salakia. They trying to make straight this feast day.
Facts.
Come on,
That's
That's
what they was
exactly
trying
what
to
it
do.
is.
They was
Yeah.
trying to make it. They was trying to make it straight when it ain't no making it straight. Blood was shed. Your brothers was unalive.
look,
Be done with this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And everybody knows it. They know. The atrocity in that day. That's why they tried to say it's a friend day. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Come
Well,
on,
no,
man.
and Salaki, if I may, they still gonna go out and them and celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? You think about it. They just released. They just saying they gonna fund SNAP and all that now. So even with the Lord showing you should be in the spirit of trying to save your money, trying to hold on to your money. You know what I'm saying? But you want to go out and have an extra Thanksgiving day. You know what I'm saying? You want to go have an extra Thanksgiving day. Unemployment for Black women is higher than it's ever been, and it's rising. Higher than it's ever been, and it's rising. And yet and still, you want to go and give $1,000 to these damn devils. That's the spirit that you're in. We don't realize just how wicked and evil these holidays are, and what the wickedness that they bring out of us for you to celebrate that. You feel me? You're celebrating the death, the unaliving of your own brothers and sisters. It don't matter what day you call it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how you try to dress it up, like Officer Corral was saying. You can't dress that up. You can't change that. You know what I'm saying? And again, with everything that the Lord is doing, we are still trying our best to shut jive and you know what I'm saying, and be accepted by these people. You still want to be accepted by them. You think that waiter that you're going up in there, he has to bust them niggas table, get them niggas some more drinks. He in there working, and you spending good money, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? That hurts his soul for you to be in there smiling and having a good time. So as soon as they saw that opportunity to boot them out, oh, we getting on that. They got to go too. You know what I'm saying? They got to go too. It don't matter how we act. It don't matter how we conduct ourselves. This kind of a side note. I don't know if y'all seen this new shit on TikTok, the quarter zips. Have y'all seen that joint, the quarter zips, where they saying the YNs is turning the quarter zips, where they putting on sweaters and them in church clothes, and this is the new trend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand it. I can't stand it because if to me it's still that same. Again, if I act the right way, they're going to treat me different. If I look a certain way, they're going to treat me different. If I talk a certain way, they're going to treat me different. If I vote a certain way, I'm conservative, they're going to treat me different. When really it's nothing you can do to stop them from looking at you like the nigga that you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should be proud of that. Be proud that the Lord chose you. That's something to be proud of. We want to like what's that scripture? Why do we trim our ways? We trim our ways, seeking their love. You will never get love from whites, from these other nations, especially not from white people. They'll never give you their love. It's 2025, 2025. You know what I'm saying? And you still seeking their love, still begging for their acceptance. You're never gonna get it. It's not going to happen. And we need to finally get that through our heads, man. That's never going to happen. And why would you want it anyway? Why would you want it anyway? You know what I'm saying? That whole civil rights movement was so foolish. You're begging them to sit at their table. You're begging them to go to their nasty restaurants, you know what I'm saying, and eat their food when they can't even cook. We destroyed our own businesses, our own infrastructure.
Hey,
go ahead, Ottawa.
Hell, they don't even cook the food in there. The damn oysters are raw. The oysters are raw. They sell steak in there. Do you see the way that they cook steak?
Yeah, bloody raw, like my background, like my damn background.
They don't even cook it.
Facts. Now you're absolutely correct. And last point I want to make, you know what I'm saying? Like Officer Carras said, it was a crazy point you brought up about them Indians. I don't even know what Indian food is or what it look like, what it tastes like. You can't pay me to eat at none of their restaurants, none whatsoever. But especially them. You know what I'm saying? I sent the video to Officer Corral come. You know what I'm saying? Well, at the end of the Diwali fest, the Diwali festival, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They City of Light, they Holiday of Lights, right? They go around and collecting all the cow manure in the city or in the country, whatever, right? Their priest or whatever, he blesses it. They get in it with nothing but their underwear on, and they throwing it at each other.
You said the manure?
Yes, and they throwing it at each other, and they having a good time. They having a ball out of one. Getting hit in the face without. You can't make this up. And this is in 2025. This ain't 100 years ago. 200 years ago. This is right now. This is post-COVID. This is post-COVID. You know what I'm saying? This and this is what they do. This is why, again, we are the ones that's supposed to be in charge of the earth. You know what I mean? When you look at these other nations, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord calls them beasts of the field. And that's just who they are. And it's about time we open. It kills me when I see us. Niggas they stuffing their face with crabs, shrimps, and lobsters. They want to go to every exotic bar there is. You know what I'm saying? And for what? Because some damn devil done told you that this is it. This is the new place. This is where you want to spend your money at. And we fall for it. We fall for it every time. We fall for it.
Children.
It's a lot.
Like children.
It's a lot. Yeah. I wanted to say three things. First thing is they not throwing snowballs of. No, because I've seen you the videos. You can see it, bro. They not throwing like snowballs and feces. They're throwing basketball size.
Pumpkin size
of feces like this. boom, like they not just like feces on the ground. They're in a pool of feces up to here.
I'm gonna see if I can find it on
It
hit.
is
Yep,
how
it
that
right here.
that's that,
Oh
yeah. And they
man,
throwing it at your face. They throwing it at each other's face. Like the pumpkin size feet. And then the other thing I want to say, when a
that's
lawyer
Europeans
come,
for you.
huh?
That's just like the Europeans, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to poop in the street. They used to just poop in the streets of Europe, well, of London. You know what I'm saying? I think that was one of the cities, man. Just poop
Throw it out
everywhere.
the window.
I
Throw it out
believe
the
Yeah.
that.
window.
Oh Lord, look at this. But this is India.
Yep.
You
Khan.
said this is India.
Khan.
They be up under
You see
them
that?
elephants
Hey,
too, man.
did you see that? Do you see the stuff?
Yeah, he slammed dunked it on that guy. Yeah, look,
Yo, they
they
got
are in
boulder
it.
size.
All
Don't
y'all that
forget.
like Indian food.
Hey, wait.
Yeah,
Hey,
all
check
y'all like
this
Indian
though.
food.
Hey, Salakia, they don't they like worship cows and stuff?
Yes. They worship
That's
cows,
cow
so
manure.
yes. And the
All right,
cows run around the city trampling people because
yeah,
the cow is your grandmama from
right.
before, so they don't kill the cows. Then they go around collecting all the manure, and this is what they do with it. You feel me? But we run around to their restaurants freaking them because this is exotic. You feel me? It's time for us to wake up as a people and realize how special we are,
Shit,
how
I'm crazy.
special we are as a people. And the Lord made us different for a reason. He made us different for a reason. It's a reason why Deuteronomy 7 and 6 that say we are above all races on the face of the earth. You know what I mean? And it's about time we get to that. If them sisters knew that, they would have never frequented that restaurant to begin with. You feel me?
Hey,
They would have never went there to begin with.
and it seems like it seems like the way with the lawyer coming in there, it seems like they on some like I guess they trying to get the independent woman empowerment type vibe, I guess, because it they got the woman lawyer and she's going to defend them. And that's another thing, man. Like like with all this stuff that's going on right now, like yo, don't lose yourself, sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and keep being blind, thinking that everything is sugar and everything nice. You know what I'm saying? It is war out here. It's civil war. You know what I mean? It's world war. You know what I mean?
Clearly,
People are getting unalived for the things they say. You know what I'm saying? Not what you do, the things you say. You know what I mean? And how you look. You know what I mean? So you should find out the order of the Most High. You know what I mean? Before somebody decides, you know what? I don't before that brother that was in that restaurant decide that he's so angry with the other people that was fighting that he wants to do something to the other sisters that are in there. You know what I'm saying? He thinks you know what, black people will never get it right. I should do a service to the world and get them non-women out of here. I should eliminate them. You know what I mean? You know
And
how the
it's a
heathen
lot,
think.
and it's happening. It's happening. Everything that y'all saying, it's already happening right now. We can do a simple search right now, and I can pull you up 10 stories describing exactly what you're saying. It's already happening. You know what I'm
I know.
saying? Sisters better wake up, man.
Yeah, I mean, damn, Salakia, if I may, I mean, how how is what just happened with them sisters any different from what's happening with ICE
That's
and our
right.
Latino brothers and sisters? Huh? According to Trump, they're all
Criminals.
criminals.
That's right.
Super
That's
They're
right.
criminals.
all criminals.
I just
Yeah,
saw a
and it's
report on that as well. Out of one, I don't know if y'all seen it. I just did a video on it. You know, they said 97% of the people that they all at the ICE locked up in Chicago, 97% didn't have a criminal record. Not 87, not 77, not 60, not 50. 97% of the people that they locked up didn't have credit. I think 16 people total out of everybody that they locked up actually had a criminal record.
And they
God,
got a
and
list. They got a list. They got
Yes.
a list
And
of them that they supposed to go get.
yeah, and
yeah.
they still locked up right now. Still
Listen,
locked up right now.
tell me you saw. I meant to send it, bro, but I closed my phone, and when I opened it back up, it wasn't there, and then it slipped my mind. But Trump got pissed off because ICE had raided some factory, and they grabbed
Yeah,
up about 90 Koreans.
well, actually, it was about 500 of them. That was in That was in Atlanta. That was the South Koreans in Atlanta.
He,
Yep.
he said, "No, that's the wrong immigrants. The wrong."
Yep.
God,
Yep.
damn,
Yep.
I
It's
forgot
actually a white lady. That she's a community organizer, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she actually snitched on the Hyundai plant. It was a Hyundai plant they was working at. So she snitched on them. They went and rounded up about 500 of them, and lo and behold, everybody that they rounded up was South Koreans. As they rounded up these South Koreans, South Korea was on a flight that morning, on that night to come pick them up. Once he came and picked all of them up, I think one person came back. Trump begged them to send them people back. He said, well, at least send them back so they can finish training the people in this plant. They didn't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? So they I think one of them came back but he begged them to come back. He just did a report. A news report with one. I think I don't think it's Laura Loomis, another one. One of them other racist devils on Fox News. You know what I'm saying? Where he was telling them that with the H-1B1 visas, he was saying that no, we got to have those visas. We got to have these immigrants come in. And he mentioned those South Koreans that you're talking about. He was like, well, no, we can't just pull people off the street and train them how to do these jobs. And the reporter was like, well, what do you mean? Isn't that what we did before? You mean to tell me that Americans don't have talented people that can do it? No, they don't have it. So now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, we don't have the talent for these jobs, but yet and still you're kicking out blacks, Latinos left and right. You know what I'm saying? And again, it just goes to show you that that's all a hustle. That's all a hustle. They just don't want us here, but they can't survive without us here. So again, when it came to them South Koreans, he begged them to stay. He begged them not to leave. The South Korean president sent them. He sent their ambassador, came right over that same night, put everybody on a plane and flew them back to South Korea. Flew them back. So what that tell you? They knew they was here the whole time, right? Like they know they all over the place, and they're not looking for them. If that lady would have never tipped them off and sent ICE over there, they would have ever went there to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And he fought against that, wanting them to stay. It is nobody but blacks and Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians that they don't want in this country. And they can't survive without us. That's the crazy part. But that's just how smart this child that's over us is. You feel me? They hate us so much. They hate us more than they love America. And once we realize that, we'll realize how powerful we are as a people. They hate us more than they love America. All that MAGA, make America great again, America first, all that mess go out the window when it comes to blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Because there's no reason for you to treat the Latino brothers and sisters the way that you are. No reason. They pay into a system that they can't even benefit from. They pay more taxes. They pay more money in taxes than Amazon, than Tesla. These same places that's getting these billions of doggone dollars every year ain't paying no taxes. Latinos pay more taxes than they pay. They pay more taxes than them. They pay more taxes than your AT&T, your Verizon. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, your Amazon. They pay FedEx. They pay more taxes than all of them. But you kicking them out the country. Makes no sense whatsoever. And it's only with us. Only with us. Yeah, he begged them people to stay. You know what I'm saying? He begged them to stay. But y'all want to jump on this next one we got? The state trooper. Again, I don't really watch sports like that, but I did see it come across the feed, and I guess it caught some traction because LeBron had chimed in on it, saying that they need to do something about the state trooper. A couple more people had chimed in on it. You know what I'm saying? And did y'all catch the video at all?
A state trooper.
Sports.
I saw something like a headline and a picture of like a state trooper and a football player.
Yeah, Conor McCann. So just like a little background, right? Okay, bet one of the players, I think his name Nick Harbor. I guess he's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Big prospect or whatever. He's coming off the field. I think he had just scored a touchdown or something. I think he got to kind of pull his hamstring. And you know, sometimes in sports or whatever, they'll run off, and he ran like into the like to the one of the entrances of the stadium, and his teammates were with him because, like I said, it seemed like he had kind of pulled his hamstring or whatever. As they go in, now they're coming back out, right? If they're coming out, now the state trooper, I guess he saw them come in, so he goes in behind them. Now he's from Texas. It's Texas playing South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, right? So as they had just scored on their team, the Texas State Troopers, they coming out. He shoulder bumps one of them, push him off, shoulder bump the other one. Then he turns around like, hey, you know what I'm saying? These are kids, regardless of their stature, you know what I'm saying, their size or whatever. These are children, you know what I'm saying. These are high school students. I mean, not high school, but college students or whatever. It's still children, you know what I'm saying. And they weren't in the wrong. They there to play football. You are assigned to the football game. That's your assignment as a state trooper. You know what I'm saying. So, but you will see once you see the video though, you know what I'm saying. Once you see the video again, it just highlights these damn devils for who they are. Everybody in the comments was like, well, if he does that at this football game with everybody watching, imagine what he's doing when there ain't nobody else watching. Imagine what he's doing on those late night, you know what I'm saying, on those police stops. You feel me? Imagine how he treating blacks and Latinos then if he's doing this right here in front of it. But once you see the video, like again, it wasn't you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and share it, you know what I'm saying, get it queued up. But yeah, the clip is only like 50 seconds. This the reporter. I'm gonna guess I'll let the whole thing. Like I said, it's not that long. It's a real quick interaction, but again, it just shocked everybody when they saw it because it's like, where that come from? Now we know where it come from, but once again, with our old Christian eyes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It shocked everybody once they saw it. But I'm gonna go ahead and run this clip. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it afterward. And again, on the chat, awfully quiet tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can chime in how y'all feel, how y'all see fit. And if you've seen this, let me know. I'm surprised we ain't got Officer Bacon building tonight. You know, this right up his alley. You know what I'm saying? This right up his alley right here. I can just imagine his reaction to this. You know what I'm saying? When it first happened. But Salaki, here we go.
At 7:13, the Texas Department of Public Safety is reviewing footage of an interaction between a state trooper and a college football player caught on camera. It happened at Saturday's matchup between Texas A&M and South Carolina. You can see the DPS trooper bump into Gamecocks wide receiver Nick Harbor and others. The heated exchange quickly spread on social media. It even caught the attention of NBA superstar LeBron James, who called out the trooper on X, saying he believed the nudge was premeditated and that the trooper should be suspended.
But you saw it. Again, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's crazy. You know how it is when somebody is looking for an altercation. And that, like, you know what I'm saying? We all know what that is. We all done been in high school, you know what I'm saying, and shit before. So we know what that is. You know what I mean? He could have walked around them. His assignment is to be there with them. If it wasn't for them playing football, he would be on the road somewhere pulling somebody over. You know what I'm saying? He would be shooting somebody down unarmed, another unarmed black man somewhere. But his assignment, his special assignment is to travel with the Texas team, you know what I'm saying, to their football game. So that's the only reason you're there. You feel me? So for you to be there and have that much animosity, that much aggression towards college students, which you're supposed to be there to protect. That's what you're really supposed to be there for. You know what I'm saying? You walk by and you trying to start an altercation. You know what I mean? You pushing them. You like I said, he pushed one of them. Now mind you, they had just ran back there because the one in the middle, he's the kind of the star player, but it was like he had pulled his hamstring. You know what I'm saying? So you already got an injured player or whatever coming back out. They hype off the touchdown or whatever. He turns around and it's, you know what I'm saying, like it's their fault. You're being aggressive towards them. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to start a fight or altercation with them. You feel me? And really, again, if that's out on the street, they could have lost their lives. You know what I mean? And this is what we deal with on a daily basis, but we don't realize the danger that we in because we see these people as us. They're all God's children, right? We don't realize that they're not all God's children. They're not all God's children. And the hatred that you see that displayed from them boys that ain't do nothing to him. That's how they feel about all of us. It's no different from what we saw in that restaurant with them sisters than what you see right here. But I'll let y'all jump in on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like football anyway. If it's up to me, none of my damn kids will play no damn sports. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? It's not unlawful. You know what I'm saying? But again, hey, what y'all think? What y'all think about Salaki?
Go ahead, Quran. You got it.
Yeah, I seen the video. I actually sent you a video in the chat where I slowed it down.
Oh,
You know what
really?
I'm saying?
Okay.
You know how somebody walk and then they stiff up, they throw their elbows out and they stiff up. Bro threw his elbows out and stiffened his arms up. He knew he was getting ready to run into some solid young
Okay.
football
Okay.
players,
Okay.
so he had to
Okay.
tighten up. Now the brother, the shorter football player on the left of him, he bumped him, and you can see the player in slow motion move out of the way when he coming. The other player on the right, number 8, the taller one that he pointed to, he didn't even get the bump. Yo moved out the way before he bumped him. So, so it's like the officer got mad. It's like the officer got mad that he couldn't bump number 8 like he bumped the other dude. So he turned around and point to him.
I think this is it. I mean,
You
you can
don't
keep
press
talking
play
off the
in the
garage.
middle.
I think this is it.
You don't press the one in the middle. I think it's down bottom. Go ahead. Press the play in the middle. It
No, it
should
might be.
play.
Hold on.
Yeah, but that play button gonna stay in the middle though.
Okay, most time.
See the DPS trooper bump into South Carolina.
He didn't even get the bump. Number 8.
You
Number 8 moved out the way.
Okay.
he pulled the chair on him.
Yeah, he already knew it. He already seen that. He already,
see the
we from
DPS
the
trooper
hood, so he
bump into
seen them stiff up. You know what I mean?
South.
Look, number 7 moved out the way. He extended his arm to push him. He didn't even get number 8.
Thanks.
He looked back at number 8 like, oh yeah, you think you slick? That's why he turned around and gave him the hostile, you know what I mean, disposition of like, yeah, pointing at him or whatever. But like I said, can you give me Ecclesiasticus? Salaki. Um,
Ezekiel 35 and 5.
Yeah, 35 and 5.
Most time Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna keep showing y'all these these videos of these devils. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it in your mind that these are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? This nation is. They gonna go out of their way to do anything. All evil is just in them.
That's why we got.
Yeah, they gonna go out of their way to do all types of evil. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I'll read for you Ezekiel 35, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred go all the way back to when we first ran into this nation. You know what I'm saying? When we first touched ground and had to pay out our judgment, you know what I'm saying, in slavery, you know what I'm saying, in America. That's how far all that hatred go back. You know what I'm saying? Even with Martin Luther King, with Martin Luther King had people out there voicing, you know what I'm saying, the love of joining together. While we voicing it, dogs is ripping the skin off your grandmother's legs. You know what I'm saying? Now the day again, after all the things that blacks and Hispanics have done for America, Hispanics are over here, or are a critical, you know what I'm saying, position in the food distribution. You know what I mean? The food business in America. You know what I'm saying? The agriculture or feeding America. You know what I mean? Keeping them alive, keeping them strong, keeping their babies growing healthy. You know what I'm saying? And instead, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, they're essential.
Yeah,
Essential workers. They're essential and everywhere.
Kind of one kind.
Everything. Absolutely essential, man.
Kind of one kind, man. But they have a perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to bring this out, man. It will never change. It will never change. And you want to come out there and you want to say that the ISUPK is a hate group. They're a hate nation. They're hateful people. like we talking about what these people doing, and we're hateful. They're doing it. We just talking about what they doing.
Yeah,
and
we hate crime. We hate crime. You understand? Yeah. We hate injustice.
Yup. You're absolutely right.
Unfortunately, there's a group of people, there's a nation that loves to commit crime and, commit injustice to another group of people all the damn time, perpetually. Just like almost like they can't help themselves. You understand? Like they just can't help. They don't even know why. You understand? You talk to some of them, like a lot of times you'll see, Edomite get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because they done slipped up and said some dumb shit. They done slipped up. They're like, oh, what did I say? What's the problem? What did I say? They do like to fight. I put them out because 2 of them were fighting, and then I saw some other ones that looked like them, so I threw them all out.
Facts.
What did I do wrong? Hey, dumb, you can't do that. You get what are you doing? With that said, if I could share my screen, Salag here. I just got a question.
Oh no, I was gonna jump on. I'll let you go ahead. I don't want before I jump in there. You two up?
Was you about to hit this scripture?
Yeah, I was gonna say something on it, but then I was. You sure?
Man. Yeah, I'm going. I gotta be silly with it a little bit.
Oh no, you too wild. You know what I'm saying? When it says that perpetual, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna give a precept for that. I was gonna pull that up, but it says, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity. We get pulled over by the police, they unalive us with no weapons. You know what I'm saying? This is after you've already stolen everything. This is already after slavery. This is already after you done stole the land. You know what I'm saying? This is after all of that. This is after mass incarceration. This is after you done dropped drugs in the neighborhood and destroyed the neighborhoods. So in the time of our calamity, it still never stopped. It still will never be enough. You know what I'm saying? The white man is a sore winner. You know what I'm saying? He's not a sore loser. He's a sore winner. And so then when he talks about that perpetual, you know what I'm saying? I was going just real quick out of one show. Just like and shout out obviously Bakar. He said that hate go back when they were in the womb. Esau was estranged. That's exactly what I was going to get ready to pull up. You know what I'm saying? When it talks about perpetual, and also Korah said that perpetual hatred and how far it goes back to the beginning. When you talk about this Bible is a timeline of our family history. It's a timeline of us. So if you go all the way back to the beginning of Esau, this is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Esau didn't care nothing about his damn birthright until he wanted to use it. It wasn't no good to him at the time. Why? Because his father was still alive. So he didn't care nothing about his birthright. And that's just how this oppressor is now. This oppressor, nothing is a value of him. Nothing is a value. He don't care nothing about the work that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans do, the inventions that we done made, the contributions we done made to this country. He's removing and erasing us from the World War II exhibits. He's erasing us for all our military contributions. He don't care about none of that. Only when he can use it, it's good for him. Now it's not good for him, throw it out the window. I don't care. What can I have now? He's a child. So this hatred, this perpetual hatred, it goes all the way back to the very beginning. And it says, and Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. His father was getting ready to die. Jacob was getting his father Isaac was getting ready to pass. So when he knew that once his father was gone, I'm getting him back. This nigga done took my blessing. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting him back. Even if white people can't explain to you today why they hate you the way that they do, it goes all the way back to this. It's perpetual. It'll never end. Perpetual means forever. It'll never end. They don't know it. They just know it. Dogs don't like cats. Dogs chase cats. That's just how that is. Well, Esau hates Jacob. Just it would never ever change. It says, then will I slay my brother Jacob. You know what I'm saying? We get pulled over. It don't matter how nice you are. Yes, sir. I got my license, my registration. Philando Castile told that police officer. He was like, hey, I got a registered weapon. It didn't stop him from unaliving him in front of his child. You know what I'm saying? It didn't stop him. He didn't care about none of that. You feel me? Trayvon Martin was a child, was a baby. You know what I'm saying? They snatching up mothers. They going to the schools. Matter of fact, ICE done went to Charlotte, right? ICE is in Charlotte now. They in Charlotte going to the churches. They in the churches up in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do, how you present yourself. That's a perpetual hatred that will never, ever end. And we have got to get that through our head. Everybody plays a role in this Bible. Everybody has an identity, a family in this Bible. Well, our family is Israel. We have a certain set of rules that we're supposed to follow as a family. And we also have enemies. The enemies of God are the enemies of his children. They're our enemies. That's never going to change. There's nothing you can do to make that change. So I just wanted to just add to what Officer Corral was saying with that perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Officer Ashal Salakia.
Nah, Salakia. Just the last part on that scripture. Like, the Most High, a part of our punishment for being disobedient with him, to him was to have to go serve our enemies. You understand, and get done dirty by them. But our enemy is such a damn bastard. Yeah, I mean, it's so diabolical that even like just look at the whole civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That Martin Luther King and them, didn't they march and get hosed down and dogs sicked on them and the sit-ins and clubbed upside the head to the point where, all right, the government said, all right, listen, you can't do that to them. You understand? You can't treat these people like that. That time, all that shit was supposed to be over. All that racism, all that discrimination was supposed to stop. I mean, it's supposed to be ended, right? No, it is not to an end. At the time it was all supposed to stop, their hatred is so perpetual that they must continue. You know there's still white supremacist groups, right?
That's right.
They have Klan rallies and all. That all of that shit still exists, right?
That's right.
At a time where everybody's equal, huh? We're all American. We're all celebrating Thanksgiving together. Come on, man. That's all a hoax, man. It's all a hoax. It's all a facade. The Bible says, "Never trust thine enemy," and there's wisdom in that, because this enemy is gonna hate you no matter what you do. You can't
Right.
Stockholm syndrome your way out of their hatred. It ain't gonna work out. You are still going to get the knee on your neck, the bullet in your back. You understand? The hand upside your head. You're going to get shoulder bumped by a state trooper who's supposed to protect and serve.
Facts.
But he and his goddamn feelings about a football game and a damn a play in the football game made him show his true colors.
That's right.
You understand? I just want to share my screen real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is the state trooper that bumped that brother. Look at the hatred. Look at that
Mm-hmm.
shit. He hates that brother. You run another touchdown on me, boy.
And
Look,
it's been a lot of people coming to his defense out of one. It's been a lot. It was one retired football player. Like and Officer Bakar again. I know this is your alley right here. I don't know the cat's name or whatever, but they've been coming out supporting him. I think he's from Texas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people supporting him. They don't look at it outside of the lens of this just being sportsmanship. And you know what I'm saying? He was mad about the play, which again, he's a police officer. Yeah, you assaulted a child. That shouldn't matter any damn way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess I can't say a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother, he obviously, he in college, he 18 or older.
Shit, I said kid.
It ain't child abuse, but goddamn, that's assault.
Hey, but Salaki out of one.
Shoulder bumping people.
Salaki out of one, according to JD Vance, when those racist text messages came out from that group, that Republican, those young Republican groups, them cats were between 21 and 40 something years old. He said those were still kids. So so I say he's a kid. I say he's a kid. This is a grown man assaulting children out there on a damn over a game. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Don't the college players get paid now?
Look, listen, all right, fair enough, but I give a damn less, child or not. He assaulted a brother. He assaulted another. He assaulted an American citizen, huh? He assaulted a goddamn a South Carolina football player, a college student. He ain't no thug on the corner selling rocks and running drills and shooting his ops. He's playing fucking football. And you go assault him live on TV. Apparently, dumb. You ain't know the game was televised. Oh, but it doesn't matter when they assault us. Just like this bastard on the right-hand side. This Bobby Guidros. This is the damn sheriff from Louisiana who didn't give a damn that those two wild-ass white people came out shooting at my brother in the trash truck, talking about he was trespassing and stealing when he's just picking up garbage like he always does. He said, "Oh well, yeah, they went and shot at him, but they didn't hit him. So
Yep.
what's the big fucking deal?" Listen, this is, you know what? They don't care about violence towards us. You understand? Like they minimize, their hatred towards us. They minimize, they excuse it because it's so perpetual. It's like breathing. What the hell's it's an exhale and an inhale to hurt you and to see you suffer. They don't have the capacity to give any damns about our people, man.
Nope.
Blacks, Latinos, or Native Americans. How do I know? You know they're about to celebrate what was done to the Native Americans, right? You know they're going to have a whole feast about it. They could give a damn less about our people and our plight and our suffering, especially what's more egregious is even when it's at their very own hands. They give a damn less, man. And again, we as a people, we've been taught by the damn Christian church and these stupid pastors to go to them for compassion. Go to them for empathy. You know, one of their favorite people on earth was damn Charlie Kirk, right? Oh, Charlie Kirk got smoked running his mouth, doing what he does. And now everybody wants to have empathy for Charlie Kirk when Charlie Kirk himself, just to fucking win an argument, just to kind of, just to prove how diabolical and hateful he is about the Lord's chosen people, he doesn't believe in empathy.
That's right.
All that crying black people are doing about slavery and racism and, you understand, Willie Lynch and all of that stuff, all that nonsense that people are complaining about why black people continue to suffer and are asking white people to stop. He doesn't care about that.
That's
He doesn't
right.
care about empathy, man. So how can we go to them begging for the empathy that they don't possess? All they possess is hatred. Some of them have developed a skill to mask that hatred, but score a fucking touchdown on them.
Facts.
Huh? I'm sure that state trooper, when he was doing his interviews to get on the force, was talking about how equal and fair and how much he cares about people and he just wants to help people and protect people. Touchdown, damn touchdown gets scored, and he's trying to chuck stick the damn football player like he in his glory days.
And Salakia, just real quick out of one, just kind of add to what you just said. I'm gonna let you go, Kara. Their own coach, the coach of the Gamecocks, the coach of the South Carolina team, in the interview, he didn't even stick up for his players. He didn't stick up for his players. He didn't say, "I can't believe that this officer did that to my," and that's his star player. He didn't stick up for his player. So it's the same thing, like you say. Oh, they can mask empathy. They can mask. Oh, you know, you're one of my guys, and they can put on a good front for that. But when it really comes down to it, they don't see us the same as they see themselves. They don't see us the same as they see themselves. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Officer Karai. Salaki.
No, y'all got it, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you up?
No, I did have something to say, but I had forgot what I was going to say. That's why I forgot what I was going to say.
I'll be long-winded.
You know what I mean? But the police is just terrorists, man. That's all you can say, man. They terrorists, man. Yo, that brother, he goes to college. Like everything that they tell you that a black man should be doing, you shouldn't be like King Von. You should be going to college. You should be getting to them books. Yeah, like he gotta maintain a certain grade or point average or whatever to stay active on the team. So he's completing that, right? He's not in prison because he's on the field, but instead, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's supposed to be there to protect both teams.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be there to protect everybody. But now we need somebody to protect us from him. That's why when you see the ISUPK out in the streets, we have to tell you that he is the enemy, that the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He is the terrorist. I land my plane.
And he's the adversary in the Bible. And we have to always keep that in mind. We run around, walk around again. We are the sheep. That's why the Lord called us sheep. He called them the beasts of the field, but he called us sheep for a reason. The sheep don't know that he's in danger. We go. I mentioned it before last on class. I talked Tuesday, right? And I mentioned it then. You know what I'm saying, for the brothers and sisters that's fortunate enough to go to the Passover and you've seen the lamb slaughter. I remember the first time I actually saw it in person. It's an amazing thing because you know what I'm saying. Officer Kazak Ahmad and Captain Akkad is out there. You know what I'm saying, getting them ready. They getting the lamb ready. You know what I'm saying, and as they're getting them ready, the rest of the lamb are right there in the pen. The sheep right in the pen, watching what's going on. He'll pull one of them out. You know what I'm saying? They cut the throat, hang them up. The rest of them are watching it. The sheep don't fight when they come to get the next one. They don't fight. They don't kick. They don't bite. They don't. Hey, y'all, watch out! Here they come. They don't do that. That's why it's so important to have a good shepherd. And we've been listening to these churches that's taught us that we're all the same. We all God's children when the Bible doesn't say that. We listening to politicians that say, "What if you vote this way? I'm gonna do this for you." And they don't never do a damn thing for Black people, Latino people, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? We have got to get back to what this Bible is saying, who the Lord put in charge. The Lord put Commanding General Yohana in charge of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Period. Not your pastor and not your politician. And since 1969, they've been teaching that again. That's the adversary. That's the enemy that we were sold to. They're going to always be the enemy. And there's nothing you can do to change that. You can't run enough foot. You can't. That's why I can't stand sports. Me personally, I can't stand damn sports. Because again, to me, it's just another religion. It's another religion. You get there, you say my team, my team, my team. But really, you just the animal. You the product that runs up and down the damn. You just a high price slave. That's all that is. That's not your team. Though every fan in that damn stadium will turn on you as soon as they get the opportunity to. Like that, like they did with them women in that restaurant. Give them the opportunity to turn on you. Watch how they turn on you. You know what I'm saying? That for that state trooper to do that right there when it was unprovoked, and you just turn and you show that much aggression unprovoked. You know what I'm saying? That shows you who these people are. They hate every time you run and you make a touchdown. They hate it. You know why they hate it? Because they can't do it. The Lord then blessed. They don't have the ability to do what you do. Jealous. You know what I'm saying? We the best on the field coming out of a crack era. You know what I'm saying? With bad food, eating damn bad food and carcinogens and all the time. You know what I'm saying? Smoking Black and Milds and cigarettes, growing up in terrible households, no fathers. Everything that they did to destroy us, we're still here. And we're still the best, and they can't stand it. And there's nothing you can do to make them change that. You can't make enough money to make them see you any different. You see how LeBron had chimed in on it. Well, LeBron, they broke into his house and wrote nigga all over the place in one of his mansions. You know what I'm saying? They can't stand him either. It don't matter how good you are. It don't matter how fast you are, how smart you are. You will always be who the Lord made you to be. They're going to always view you as one way. And we have got to get that through our head. That's why the Lord called us sheep. A sheep is a dumb animal. In the Bible, the Lord called us some dumb kids. It says we're sottish children. That word sottish means stupid children. Stupid children. You looking right at your enemy and you looking at the wolf in his damn face. And you're going over there and saying, hey, how you doing, wolf? You just saw him eat your buddy up. You see how they devour you. It's 2025 and they still hanging us from trees in 2025. 2025 and it's hard working as Latinos are. You snatching it, you're throwing pepper ball, you're shooting pepper spray in the damn vehicle while they're driving, spraying the babies. Come on now. You haven't learned yet that this is your enemy? This is your adversary? Come on, man. We got to wake up. We got to wake up. And we like when the Bible says that he goes as a roaring lion, seeing who he can devour. That's this oppressor. Let one of them boys would have ran up on that cop. You don't think he would have reached for his weapon in front of everybody that was out there? You don't think that when he's riding at night, he ain't got to do it. He ain't got to go to a game when it's not football season. You don't think that he's accosting and unaliving us and locking us up for no damn reason? Come on, man. I yield right there. Lock it.
Yeah, I'd like to see his you know what I'm saying, if that cat got any complaints filed against him for unnecessary, that's a football penalty, unnecessary roughness. What's the shit for the cops? What they call it, yo? Unnecessary force.
Yeah,
Where
unnecessary.
he
Yeah,
got hella.
yep, yep.
I would not be surprised if he's got a nice long Declaration of Independence Constitution list of complaints filed against him. You understand, for unnecessary force and things like that, man. You know, misconduct.
But it's accepted amongst them out of one. The more they hate us, it's accepted amongst them. It's not a secret. You can't get me to believe that his co-workers, his peers don't know how he felt about black people. And that's
Right.
including the black state troopers that's working with him as well. And it's
Yeah.
accepted and it's okay. And we don't have any problem with that. But everybody got a problem with the ISUPK. You got a problem with us saying that this Bible is just for us. And God said it's just for us. But nobody has a problem when white people say America is just for them. Nobody has a problem when Trump said he wants us all out the damn country. We don't have a problem with that. We don't have a problem with them being racist towards us. We don't have a problem with them hating us. But we got a problem with the ISUPK saying, hey, this Bible is just for us. You know what I'm saying? We're the hate group. You can when we have all different races of people come out to our food drives, our clothing drives. I never forget the first one. My first ones was when we was in New York. You know what I'm saying? We was in New York. You feel me? And I always remember that day because as we get over there to where we, you know what I'm saying, we have marched over there to where they handing out, you know what I'm saying, the clothing or whatever, right? You look at the line. Now we in New York. You got Moab in the line, snotty nosed kids and shit in the line. You got East Indians in the line, and you know I'm still a baby in the other one, so you know I'm like, hey, Salakia, sir. Salakia, sir. We're not gonna tell them to get out the damn line. This ain't for them. But
hell no.
You know, but I had to learn though. Again, we are better than them. We're better than them. So because we're better than them, when we in charge, they're gonna eat. We're not gonna let them starve when we get in charge like we're supposed to be. They're not gonna starve. We're not gonna do them the way we do them. We're not gonna just sexually assault their women and their children the way that they did us because we're better than them. So we feed them when we handing out food, we feed them too. When we handing out clothes, we clothe them too. Why? Because we are better people than they are.
That's right.
And that's something to be proud of. We better than them. But knowing that we're better than them, they can't be in charge of us. They can't be in charge of the earth. The whole world is in need of new leadership. The whole world needs new leadership. Look at how the world is running. Everybody is gearing up for World War III. It's hunger everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They bombing ship fishermen out of Venezuela and Colombia right now. Yesterday, yesterday, you know, America invaded Mexico yesterday.
Ain't no way.
Oh yeah, they went on their shores yesterday to the point where Mexico had to go back and put some signs up saying you ain't allowed over it. So that's an invasion of land. That should have been an act of war what they did yesterday. You feel me? They got the largest Gerald Ford the largest warship that ever. The largest warship is right off the Caribbean right now, poised to attack Venezuela. This is what they do right now. They got a live colonization going on right now in Gaza. They finna turn Gaza into a resort. There's a whole plan for it. The NATO just voted on it. They just voted on it this week. They just voted and approved it. So now, and again, we don't give a damn about them people. You know what I'm saying? However, a genocide is a genocide. You feel me? Either way it goes, it's a genocide. Most of them people over in Gaza are children. In Palestine, those are children. They have a population that's more children than it is adults. You know what I'm saying? So for the last 2 or 3 years, right, you've been bombing children. Now you're going to take over all the land. Israel's going to get a part of it. America's going to get another part of it. The same thing y'all did in America. The same thing you did in the Caribbean islands. The same thing you did all over the world, colonizing and taking over. They're doing the same thing in 2025. How you don't realize who this white man is by now? Same thing they did back in the 1800s. They're doing it right now in 2025. For everybody to get on their high horse and say, not on my watch, not on my watch. We talk about Hitler. That would never happen if I was here. It's happening right now and nobody's doing a damn thing about it because nobody cares about it. Because when it all boils down to it, we all love this oppressor and we'll love him so much, let him do whatever he wants to. and we sitting back watching it the same way we watched it back then. For all these other nations that you love so much, they're so dear to you. These other nations aren't fighting for us. Nobody fights for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Nobody does. Nobody. The Arabs aren't even fighting for their own damn people. But we bang our head against the damn rock saying we Islam, we Muslim. Well, why the Muslims ain't never fought for blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians? We Africans. Well, why the Africans ain't never sent nobody over here and fight for blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians? You know what I'm saying? Why all these good white people they claim at? Why they ain't never jumped out there and put their neck out the line and fought for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians? I grew up watching white people strap themselves to damn trees. Save the forest. You know what I'm saying? Out there throwing paint on people. Save the rabbits. You know what I'm saying? Save the whales.
Don't hurt a dog.
Yeah, don't hurt no damn dog.
Don't hurt no dog.
But when it comes to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't care. You don't care. You watch it, well, everything they go. ICE done already rounded up by 300 some people. They ain't been in Charlotte but a couple of days. Already, Charlotte done declared a state of emergency. They running in churches, they running in schools, down there in ICE right now. Right now with ICE. You know what I'm saying? And like I just said, in Chicago, with 97% of the people that they locked up didn't even have a criminal record. You can't tell me that they don't do that to Afghanis. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that to them. I just did a video on TikTok where y'all saw they had Al Qaeda up in the White House this week. One of the Al Qaeda dudes in the White House this week. When Al Qaeda was, Mamdani in New York, he's an Arab. But I thought y'all was mad at them for 9/11. I thought it was remember 9/11. Every year is remember 9/11.
Never forget.
Never forget 9/11. You know what I'm saying? But you had Al Qaeda in the White House when they went to war with Afghanistan for 20 years. That war cost $300 million a day. That war cost $300 million a day. Oh, about 7,000, over 7,000 American soldiers or whatever gone. You know what I'm saying? Over about 60,000 of them injured, lost limbs, injured. 20 years you fought them. Well, they unalived. The same cat that he had in the White House was locked up for unaliving American soldiers. You don't hate them. You don't kick them out the country. You ain't running in the Afghans neighborhood. Yeah, ICE ain't messing with them, but you are kicking out blacks, Latino. Come on, man. And Native American Indians. We have got to wake up and realize, man, the only enemy that this country got is us. And that's why Zephaniah 2:1 tells us to gather ourselves together. These people will never change. They don't have it in them to change. They don't have the capacity to change. They don't have the capacity to be different. They can't be different. They can only be what the Lord made them to be. They the belt. They're the belt. They're our belt. It's to wake us up. You know what I'm saying? You get that, you get that beating in you and you snap too. You know what I'm saying? You snap too. You realize I can't do that no more. We keep on doing it over and over again, expecting something different, expecting them to finally be humane for once in their life. That's never going to happen, man. It's 2025. 2025. How many years does it take for them to change? 300, 400? It's been that. Well, maybe 1,000. Maybe we're going to wait 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, they'll finally treat us like we're human. Is that what we're waiting on? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, that's what we're waiting on? 1,000 years, after 1,000-year mark, they're going to change, y'all don't want.
No, they're waiting on the next election.
Next election, every election cycle. You know what I'm saying? We got a chance. They'll change the next election cycle. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing, man. It's amazing. But again, the Lord has drawn the line in the sand. And it's time for us to wake up. And you just like them ladies had to learn in that restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Just like them football players got a little snapshot of it. You gonna learn. The son of perdition is being revealed. You can't stop that. The thing about this Bible, what the Lord says shall come to pass, it shall come to pass. The Bible says, don't hand in hand join. You're not gonna save the wicked. The wicked's not gonna be spared. They're gonna have to be punished for what they've done. We're gonna be separated. This earth is going into World War III. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. I think France is preparing their soldiers. I read something earlier this week where France is preparing their soldiers. They already told them, but within the next 3 to 4 years. Now we know the Bible says that no man knows the time or hour, but France done told his people. But in the next 3 or 4 years, Macron told them, get ready for your sons and daughters to die. That's what he said in his speech. He said between the next 3 and 4 years, get ready for your sons and daughters to die. We're going into World War III with Russia and so forth. He said he already told them 3 to 4 years we're gonna be in war.
Hey, Salakia, I believe NATO been shooting down Russian planes and shit.
Yes, for
If I
over
ain't
the
mistaken.
last month. For over the last month, yes.
And I remember what Putin said. So y'all mind y'all's business.
And they
Y'all
didn't. And they did.
better
And they
mind
kept
y'all's
on touring the line,
business.
touring the line, touring the line.
Ukraine's
Yes.
ass. Y'all better mind y'all's business.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Zelensky went to the White House today. Today he went to the White House. And they gave him an ultimatum to give up your land and let Russia have it. So basically, that's what that is. You either go ahead and just give it up. Now, this is America's ally. Now, this. So if they treat their ally like this, what you think they feel about you, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians? This is their ally. Yeah, they gave him an ultimatum. Hey, ultimatum. He got a couple of days to make up his mind. You gonna give it all up, or what you gonna do?
His mind made up. He don't want to die.
And one of these days, I'm gonna pull the body count. I know they're well over 1 million as far as soldiers that's done died over there, but they just don't talk about it over here like that. They're well over 1 million. When you count up both sides, Russian and Ukraine, they well over 1 million that's done already died over there.
I know Russia ain't playing games with them. Goddamn vodka drinking nuts. What you got, Karak? Come on, man. You've been quiet, brother. You've been quiet. Go ahead. Let us hear something. What's your take on this whole silliness?
My take, y'all take. I was listening to it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And everything y'all was saying was to what, man. Y'all was getting straight to it. Like, everybody's in for a rude awakening. Even though the prophets of the Most High is out there breaking down everything. Like taking all the speculation and wonder about what's going to happen, how it's going to play out, how to prepare for it. It ain't nobody's in the loss. You know what I'm saying? Because the information is out there, and we got it because it's not coming from your pastor. It ain't coming from the Vatican. It ain't coming from the Jehovah Witness. They still telling you to love everybody, and you see the outcome of that. Like we the home of the truth. We giving you the truth. We giving you the prophecies. We breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's I just hope that brothers wake up and see it. Sisters and brothers, you know what I'm saying? Wake up and realize it. You know what I'm saying? And say like, yo, they right. Like, but it sometimes it don't happen until you get your chance to be in a restaurant and get kicked out, or until you walking down the street and get bullied by a police officer, or until ICE comes and grabs you, or your children, or your grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll see.
And that's such a selfish spirit. And that spirit in Salakia, that spirit comes directly from Christianity. Christianity teaches us to be selfish towards one another. That's where you get that whole garbage personal relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? AKA, I ain't worried about nobody else. I got mine, get yours. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? And then again, just like Officer Kara said, when it's on you and it's your sons getting snatched up and your daughters coming up missing, your sons and your daughters done sign up to go fight for this wicked ass empire. You know what I'm saying? Then, maybe them brothers maybe they had a point. Then we want to get mad. Then we want to fight. Now we want to get a lawyer and we want to sue. You feel me? But it's gonna be too late by then. You feel me? This ain't last year, and this ain't year before last year. We're in a whole different era. Like you had said earlier, Officer Shala, they trying to sue, but that changed with the stuff that they did with DEI. Part of one of the amendments or whatever that things that they scaled back was that restaurant really can they can refuse service to whoever they want to now. Do that now. They can. So depending on how good the lawyer is, it's a good chance that's not even gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna go anywhere. That's not real justice anyway. Who cares about a check? That's not justice anyway. Especially when you're gonna take the money and get ready and go, you're gonna give it right back to them. And what? 6 more days? Ain't that when Thanksgiving is 6 days from now? You'll give it right back to them any damn way. In 6 days from now. You feel me? Yeah. So that's no loss for them anyway. However, that time is over with though. They don't have to serve you now. They don't have to allow you to come into the store now. All that civil rights mess, all that we went and fought for, that's out the window now.
And this Salakia, this Trump presidency, like now they can be unapologetic about it.
Facts. They don't have to pretend
that's
anymore.
What you're witnessing. You're witnessing. Yeah, everyone's witnessing like the end of the fake love. You know what I'm saying? The fake acceptance, the fake tolerance. Everybody's like Trump said, man, to hell with all that, man.
Facts.
This is who we hate. And this is how we can treat them. And it ain't a damn thing nobody's going to do about it. All of white America that's been biting their tongue and trying to, pretend to, like the Black, Latino, and Native American, co-workers and things like that. Like now they've been given license to, you ain't got to fake the funk.
Hey, Salakia, the one last thing I'm going to say, just to add to what you just said, right? Just this week, I don't know if y'all saw it, but the Coast Guard, just this week, the Coast Guard said that the swastika and the noose are no longer considered symbols of hate. So that you saw that, Officer Kara?
Yeah, I read that today.
Yep. They're no longer so same thing like you said, Officer Shala. The mask is off now. We don't have to hide anymore.
Yeah,
we don't have to hide anymore.
That's cool. Now let every Black, Latino, and Native American understand that apply. Like, what the hell are you waiting for?
Facts.
What are you waiting for? Now they get to openly hate you. You're allowed to openly love the people that they hate. You're allowed to openly hate their crimes. You understand? Hate their wickedness. Hate their lifestyle. Hate their culture, which is absolutely against the God of the Bible. You can hate Thanksgiving. You can openly hate Thanksgiving. They can openly love the swastika and the Confederate flag. You can openly hate Thanksgiving. You can hate Christmas. You can hate New Year's. You can hate all of their stupid holidays, all of their vain customs and dumb traditions. You can hate a pool of cow shit being thrown at people. You know what I'm saying? You can hate it. You can say, I hate that. I will not participate. And again, like you're within your legal right to do so. Furthermore, you're within your birthright obligation to the Most High to reject those things, man.
Damn right.
So with that, we definitely got to go ahead and bring this show to a close, man. It's always a blast every Friday from 5 to 7. Actually, from about 5 to 6:45. You know what I'm saying? We got another class coming up on the ISUPK Virginia, ISUPK Eastern Shore, ISUPK Baltimore channels.
The Lashawan Kadash.
Learn that Hebrew language, man. So when we say Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shabaraka Thumb to all the Akim that tuned in, and when we say Yahweh Shema Alathon Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai to all the Akwathim that tuned in, you know exactly what we say, Israel. All right? So with that, we're going to go ahead and shut it down, man. We'll catch y'all again next week, man. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.